So this is going to be about an Illinois man accused of passing out explosives at in Minneapolis during a protest. Now, federal prosecutors have arrested an Illinois man they say attended a George Floyd protest in Minneapolis and recorded himself handing out explosives and saying we came to riot. Now, Matthew Lee Rupert, 28, of Galesburg, Illinois, described as prosecutors having distinctive gold teeth. He looks like a clown, honestly. This man is smiling in his mugshot, and he's like happy that he's passing out explosives. I don't get that at all. But I'll talk about that a little more later on. Now, he was accused Monday with civil disorder, carrying on a riot, and possession of an unregistered destructive devices. Now, I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not really up to date with that. Now, some of y'all are law enforcement or former law enforcement, a couple military people on here. So if y'all watching this, definitely let me know if a person can carry Molotovs or grenades illegally, if they get them registered, because it says possession of unregistered destructive devices, and it's obviously destructive, but let me know if y'all can actually carry that and get it registered. I'm not sure, but so y'all let me know on that. Now, prosecutors said they have evidence showing Rupert participated in the George Floyd protest in Minneapolis on Friday after traveling from Illinois. They said the video he shot at the protest was more than 2 hours long and it was posted to his Facebook account. In the video, Rupert passed out explosive. He indicates he possessed, encouraging others to throw explosives at law enforcement officers, actively damages property, appears to light a building on fire, and loots businesses in Minneapolis, complaint says. At 5:11, Rupert stated, "We came to riot." It also says, the complaint also quotes that Rupert as saying, "Light that B word," and throw it at them. To another person, that person, the complaint says, laid a device and threw it in the direction of police. Now, according to the complaint, on Sunday, Rupert posted more videos to his Facebook account showing him in and around the Chicago area. He can be heard saying, "Let's start a riot. I'm going to start doing some damage," the complaint says. Now, back to him. As far as him, being happy about, starting riots, I mean, this man is literally smiling in his mugshot like he just, graduated college or something, and he's smiling in his mugshot that, he's handing out explosives or, and telling people to throw them at the police, and they throw them. I just don't get how that can make anybody happy. Not only is your own city getting destroyed, but you're traveling from other cities and other states. And I believe a lot of states are experiencing that. Minneapolis is experiencing that. Illinois is experiencing that. Chicago, New York. I know South Carolina's experienced that. They said, I think it was 5 to 10 people, maybe 15, I could be wrong, were arrested from out of state on charges such as looting and curfew violations. So a lot of people are traveling from out of state to protest. Now, I know some states, not every single state is having protests, but the ones that are having protests are definitely standing out. Obviously, Minneapolis is standing out still. New York is definitely a big one right now. St. Louis has had their problems with the military and the police that shot the guy. And 4 police officers shot last night. Again, New York's going to have their problems with the officers that got run over. Last night was crazy in New York. They had so much looting going on. So many police officers run over. I think it was 7 altogether got run over. Las Vegas, Santa Monica, and all of them, they all have problems about all day. Ended up a police officer got shot in the head. I did a video on that earlier, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. People are just starting a war on law enforcement. All these officers are like Derek Chauvin or any other officer. 90% of police officers are good. And I've had people tell me, it's like 10% are good, 20% no, it's like 90% of them are good. Okay, obviously, with anything, you're going to have bad people and good people, I don't care if it's fast food, grocery store workers, construction workers, police officers, politicians, first responders, military. You're always going to have good people, bad people. Same thing with the race thing going on. Okay, you got white people talking about, we're going to kill all these black people, kill a family. You got black people talking about, we're going to kill white people, and the families that we don't care. You got both groups going at the police. It's ridiculous. And that's exactly why we're in the situation we're in, because of that. Because people don't know how to act. I mean, they just don't know how to act, and they hold a grudge, and this is what it leads to. Now, I will say in Washington, they did have it a little better there last night. After the 60 Secret Service officers got injured, they did have military helicopters flying above the crowd. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, this is the crowd. This was like the helicopter. Like, they were right there at it. And that did help out. But with that being said, I'll have another video later on about New York. And always keep you updated on the protest. But in the meantime, thank y'all for watching, and keep everybody there in your thoughts and prayers, and hopefully get this resolved soon.